Right, I've had a new ground sheet for the Trailstar. I know it's obviously going to fit easily inside the silnylon Trailstar, and of course it is designed to go at the rear. But my preference, and I suspect most people's preferences, is to sleep head near the door. So the first time I wanted to try the Oookworks floor for the Trailstar, I've pitched it lengthwise. I've attached 3 of the bungee cord tie-outs to 3 main pegs, as you can see. One there, one I've tied out to the outside peg there, and that one I've tied to the outside peg there. And as you can see, there is I've even got a little bit of spare here, because again I think it's designed to be pitched, so there's a lot of flying bugs around here. It's designed to be pitched at the rear, and I just wanted to see how well it pitched in this way. And again, it's not easily done because of this long grass. I haven't pegged this corner out. I guess that could go there, but then that's a trip hazard for Bess potentially and myself. But actually that, you know, if you were careful, it might not be too bad actually. Let me just loosen that off a minute. Just tie that there. Okay, so that's tied out on that pegging point there. As I say, and getting in thorns and all sorts of things is like growing up now. So getting in isn't too bad. The reason why I've brought the MLD bug bivvy with me and a mat is really just as it's not blown up, of course, the mat, so the mat's a bit bigger than it would be once it's blown up. I've just brought it just to illustrate the size comparison between the bug bivvy and the ook floor thingy. There's obviously plenty of room that side. Again, in this position, and I'm next to the pole, my back is touching the inner wall of this Trailstar, and it's just to give a rough illustration. I think, if I remember from my camp, the end was quite close to the outside, wasn't it? This actually brings it further forward ever so slightly, which is probably a better thing. And I've got some, you know, an extra 6 inches or so of space there, so it does make the front of it nearer the door than I believe I was last time, which I suppose could be a problem with blowing rain. But then just get out. Ow. Obviously I would have thought that's fairly easily rectified just by loosening off the 2 ties on the front, and then, you know, shuffling it back a little bit away from the door. So that's that in that for anyone who's interested. Oh, just a quickie. Bess has decided to flop out. Can't leave Bess out with a video. Right, following on from the last video, just try and do a quick video with the Oookworks floor, the Trailstar floor at the rear. I've pegged out the four corners this time, and I've just put in the large mat just to medium large mat just to illustrate size. Again, it's not blown up or anything. There's a lot of flying insects around here today. So I did lie on it just earlier, and my head did touch the ceiling at 1.15 meters. So you probably want this a little bit higher than that if you can have a little bit higher than 1.15 meters. Back there. So that was the Ookstar floor at the back of the Cuban fibre Trailstar. I must admit, it's for headroom, it's better to have it front and back this way. Right, I also brought the silnylon Trailstar with me. I've still got the Cuban pitched over, over there, and you can see Bess there. Head in the grass. Right, back to important matters. Okay, I've pitched the silnylon Trailstar exactly the same height as the Cuban Trailstar at 1.15 meters, and there is unquestionably more room under the silnylon Trailstar. I don't know why that is the case. They are exactly the same height, but when my back is touching the Cuban, it's not touching the silnylon. So why that is, I don't know. It must be something to do with the pitch. It could be something to do with how I'm pitching it. But to me, there is a definite slight size difference, internal size difference between the Cuban and the silnylon Trailstar. My other opinion is that if you are a beginner, for the Trailstar, and I'm just talking the Trailstar, my advice would be silnylon. If you have experience, then you'll be fine with the Cuban. But my impression, from my own mind and point of view, at the moment, I feel more comfortable and more confident with the silnylon Trailstar over the Cuban Trailstar. It's just a personal opinion, and I'm only talking about the Trailstar. The Cuban in the duo mid is perfect. Don't have any problems with that at all. I don't have a problem with the Cuban and the Trailstar, but there are minor details which might be beneficial to someone deciding what to get. I have seen a few other creepy crawlers. I saw something which I think was a tick in my teacup. I made a cup of tea just earlier, and I'm pretty sure it was a tick that I had to knock out from the bottom of my teacup. And as I say, I'm sort of squatting in a similar position. It just looks, I mean, I don't know whether the camera shows it very well. If I just sort of quickly, sort of from that angle there, we can see, well, we can just see the, okay, we can see the top of the Trailstar and 4 sheep hooks. So if I whip over to the other one, let's just go away. So there's no, I mean, I'm at the door actually, and I'm looking in, and I can just see the mutton hooks, and obviously the top, and I can see more of the top. Let's quickly come back. So I'm at the door. You see, when I'm at the door, you wouldn't have thought there was any difference, you know, and even using the, you know, the phone like this in exactly the same position, there doesn't appear on the face of it to be an internal space difference between the two. But take my word for it. Go away. Bugs. Take my word for it. There is a big difference internal space wise. So that's the Oookworks inner, which is, I say, the primary objective of this. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do touch the inside of this one, but it's more sort of brushing. This is the silnylon, of course. It's more brushing than actually, you know, touching a lot. And again, you know, I'm quite a distance from the door there. I didn't measure how far, but I mean, there can't be any difference in the distance there. And I say the end of the mat is back there. That's my mat, remember, just for a comparison. And that's my mat there. And then the inner thingy, sorry. Oh, my brain's frazzled with the heat. The bug bivvy. This is the bug bivvy that I've just put inside as a size comparison. Is pretty much, you know, comes up to, you know, where the inner is of the Oookworks inner, and of course that is a bathtub effect there, so that's not a completely accurate thing. So one of the reasons why I'm doing this is I'm in the process of communicating with Sean. He's making some inners for me, and I'd like to have it obviously so it can go in the back, but so that it can go this way as well. And I think for me it would work if, and this bit's for Sean primarily, but if we can have a door here, as I think we originally mentioned on the phone, a door here, and then obviously the door's as normal down there, then I can get into it here, into this side here, so I can, like I did on Dartmoor, I can come in this side and get in here, so I can sit bot down here, and then of course I'd have a door here, so that I can do my cooking in front here, and then that's not disturbing Bess. Got a pretty weedy garden in here. So that's just a thought. I think that will work, and obviously, you know, that the inner would come up here to this peg up here. I mean, for most times, hopefully I won't need the inner and the floor will be sufficient. But that was just a thought on that. And I'll just turn this off, and then I'll see about the angling it the other way. I mean, we know it's going to fit that way. I don't think that's a major problem. Actually, rather than just flipping it around, let me just right, so I'm lying back this way, you know, as if I was lengthwise. Well, I mean, you know, at 1.15 m, my head still touches back here. I don't know if you can see back there, but I've got my hat on, of course, so. Right, there's one last thing, and I did do this on another video, but the phone decided to corrupt that video, so I'm quickly just going to add this in. Look at that spider. Yes, that is carpet slippers. Yes, I think carpet slippers are the next big thing for walking. I think that would be something to, you know, seriously think about wearing when you're out and about and across bogs and everything. So I suggest that we all start wearing slippers in future. And I'm saying no more on that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you again.